This is episode 5 of this series. Catch up on previous parts by clicking the video linked in the description. Getting carried all the way upstairs in a box definitely added to the list of things that embarrassed Sophie this day. After the men left the room, she had her opportunity to punch the crate open, and observing outside the window, she considered waiting things out just a bit longer, figuring everyone would be able to talk to Louise more if she wasn't around. Elsewhere though, Eddie and Isaac were searching for her. Sitting down, she was startled by the sounds of scurrying and suddenly spotted a squirrel right in front of her face on the windowsill. She now remembered this was the squirrel she fed the other day. She felt relieved, not being alone anymore. The squirrel squeaked at her, and somehow she took that as the squirrel asking her why she wasn't leaving already. She explained by staying here until the party was over, Rainier wouldn't get yelled at, and with no sign of any evidence, it seemed like the bomb threat was a prank. She had no reason to return, but she wished she could have stayed with Luis until the end. The squirrel squeaked some more, going up to Sophia to comfort her. It made her feel better, and she admitted she did want to leave now. They made her look really pretty today, so she wanted Luis to look at her a little more. She told the squirrel to keep it a secret, because it's not like she wanted to fish for compliments or anything. She just felt so happy when she was by Luis's side. But by not being around him, other girls could talk to him too. Even so, there's a part of her that didn't want him to talk to the other girls. She believed he was just looking out for her because she was his junior, and that he was just going with the flow when he picked her as his partner. Fireworks exploded, and Sophia observed how pretty they were. She wondered if Luis was looking at them right now, too, and wondered who was next to him right now. She tried harder to be cute, to be confident, and only now could she see, maybe, she liked Luis. It's like her chest was pounding. It was hard to breathe, but the thought of him made her really happy. She'd never felt this way before, and never thought she'd feel this way about someone. She now heard another strange sound, and remembered her mission. She couldn't forget about the letter. She punched through the door to peer around the 3rd floor of the old school building. Having never been here before, the place creeped her out a bit. The squirrel suddenly jumped off of her shoulder and she advanced. Seeing the open window in the next room, she wondered if what she heard earlier was because of the wind. But sneaking in further, she spotted the terrorists who might be involved with the letter. She stepped back, alerting them with the squeaky floorboard, and now they were threatening her to not make a sound. To create diversion, she tried to pick up a broom, but accidentally crushed it due to her immense gorilla grip. The suspects had their reservations about her, but with one going in, she immediately knocked him out, then disarmed the second one, brandishing her gorilla aura. After tying them up, she tried to question the boys, but no answer from him. She wanted to bring them to Luis, but couldn't afford to let them out of her sight either. The squirrel then reappeared and led Sophia to where the bomb was. She tried asking the boy who was still conscious how to disarm it, reasoning that if it went off, he'd be caught in the explosion too, but wasn't expecting him to say he was prepared to die for his ideals. She didn't know what his deal was, and didn't have time for it. She went back to the bomb, quickly figuring it would set off once both of the clock hands came together. A bit different, but she'd seen something similar during training. She had mixed feelings about what to do. She could try to stop them, but it might explode anyway. Maybe she needed to find Luis and the others. The conscious boy then uttered, "It's too late." So now she figured she needed to do something, or else everyone would be in danger. She picked it up. The bomb seemed fine even if shaken up a little. So she jumped with it out of the window, avoiding the party attendants. She then ran desperately to make sure she could keep the people safe. Finding a good spot, she decided to sit down and hold it close. With her gorilla strength, she might be able to hold in the blast a little. Then suddenly, the squirrel appeared again, trying to put the clock hands together, and seeing the fireworks blow, she had a new idea. She decided to kick the box up and have it fit in with the rest of the fireworks. Isaac and Eddie then found her, and she was a little teary-eyed, having made the last-second victory. After getting carried back, she explained the situation, and Eddie quickly figured out that the odd explosion wasn't part of the fireworks show. Luis then came out of nowhere, and she had a really hard time looking at him in the face. She apologized for leaving the party without telling him and acting on her own, but in response, he just told her to get rest. She wondered what she should do, considering he wouldn't look her in the eyes at all. She wondered if he hated her. Back at school, Carissa and her goons plus a Rainier apologized because a student witnessed all the bullying they were doing at the party. They admitted having gone too far, and of their jealousy seeing that she had gotten too friendly with Luis. They all in turn then became friendly with her, and buddy now? However, Sophia was fixated on one thing, Would she and Luis not be able to speak together like they used to? Subscribe to keep up with next week's part, but for now, watch this next video. It's me, ComfyTea. I'll see you all in the next one.